This 4th generation GM pickup is going to get a set of power retractable and extended running boards to replace the steps that were on it. They're also illuminated and can be illuminated for blinkers, rock lights, or running lights depending on how you have them equipped. I went with blinkers only. Anyhow, the installation, remove a few body plugs and then hang this front motor bracket assembly on a little bolt plate that goes into one of the body holes, and then the other 2 bolts go into the available threaded holes that are already in the body there. Snug that up lightly, and then I'm going to mount the little chafe tape that they have there, stick that onto the motor. It's a rubberized chafe tape that goes over the motor to protect that harness and that motor assembly. Next is the rear follower bracket, and take out 1 body plug, and then there can be 2 or 4 threaded holes existing on the body there, and that bracket will accommodate either design. And then it's on with the front motor. Same process as on the passenger side, hanging that there, and then installing the rear bracket as well. The thing we'll have to do next is run power down to these motors, and there's a module harness for that. Going to disconnect the negative battery terminal, and then this harness has a passenger and driver side. Going to snake the passenger side down along the inner fender liner between the firewall and the fender liner, and plug it into the motor down there. Then tuck it how you'd like and zip tie it up out of the way. And then same thing over on the driver's side. Run that down to the motor, plug it in, tuck everything up out of the way. And then what we need to do now is come through the firewall with another small harness that will tap into the data link connector. And there's a nice grommet up above this little module. So we're going to pull this module out, leave it connected, take off the little plastic bracket that sits in. And then this grommet that's up above there has a small nipple that I cut into, just poked a small little hole here, and then I'm going to run a wire through it to help with fishing it through. And then this little sensing harness will tap into the data link connector over on the driver's side, so that the module knows when any combination of door is open and which board to retract or extend and when. I found it easier to remove this little piece of body paneling trim here for snaking it across that center console, but it can be done without it being removed. And then taking off the data link connector bolts so that it can hang and give us access to the wires on the back of it. And we want to be able to tie into the high and low CAN ports, which allow us to be part of that network and see that. So looking at that connector from the back side, we'll tee our high line into the number 6 port, which is 3rd from the left, and the number 14 port, which is 3rd from the left as well on the bottom as oriented, looking at it from the back. Clean up the wiring underneath there, zip tie everything up out of the way, pull the slack through all the way out to the battery, and then back on with the plastic bracket and module, slide it back into place there. I'll go ahead at this time to put the trim panel back on. Off with the battery cover, plug in the module to the harness, and I initially had that oriented straight down but didn't like that harness sticking straight up, so I later oriented it so it came out the back and the harness pointed towards the firewall. Then we're going to use this lug stud on this bus bar for 12 volts battery positive, and this will power the motors for the boards, and then going to tap the negative into this ground stud here on the passenger side next to the battery. Then it's back on with the battery cover, coil up all the extra harness here, tuck it behind the battery, clean up the compartment just a little bit, back on with the negative battery connection, and now the step motors will work and extend and retract with opening and closing of the door. So on with the boards themselves now. prep those by installing a couple of bolts into the track here, 4 of them, 2 for the front, 2 for the back. And then we'll mount that onto the brackets themselves. Open up the door, don't close it, and then pull out the rear bracket and the follower bracket and mount the steps up. Just loose for now, but you can go ahead and tighten up all your brackets. Plug in the electrical connections. Going to plug those into the front of the step for illumination features. And then that extended harness down to the board is plenty long. The harness kind of makes a loop there, so I went ahead and removed this little plastic covering over that harness and pulled out the slack and then reinstalled it, and went ahead and tightened up all the boards at this point and installed the driver's board. Got rid of the slack in the passenger harness, or the driver's side harness as well. Now it's time to run harnesses for illumination. So we got to run a harness down to the passenger side and plug into that extended harness for illuminating the boards. And this harness on the passenger side is the one with a couple of ringlets for a positive and negative, again at the battery. And then the harness for the driver's side, snake it down, plug it in, zip tie everything up clean out of the way. Now we got to tap into the headlamp connector here with a little adapter harness in line so that the boards have sensing for various features with the illumination. I opted for this adapter harness, paid a little extra for it, and it was worth it to not have to hardwire anything in. Plug in the harness down to the boards into that adapter, and then plug the adapter into the factory harness and the back of the headlamp assembly. That extra little wire is for if you opted for a rock light harness or a feature, you'd be able to manually turn the lights on and off, additional lights for off-road lighting. In this case it's just not used. And then same thing over on the passenger side, plug in the illumination harness down to the boards into this little adapter and plug the adapter into the factory lighting harness and headlamp assembly. And then this is power to both of these units to power the lighting on both sides. Plug that in, and then that power needs a source, so we're going to tie that into the battery again with the negative battery terminal coming off, and then tapping into this 12-volt bus bar post here. And this will give our boards illumination. So we've got power there, and ground again over to the ground stud on that inner fender. Back on with the negative battery terminal, test it out. Works as it should, the blinkers work, but no running lights, which is what I opted for. And then again, a whole bunch of extra harness, so coiled that up, zip tied it out of the way behind the headlamps on both sides. Cleaned up the engine compartment, zip tied everything up clean and sanitary, and then checked it out, and it works good. It's a lot wider platform, a lot better off-road clearance, very stable. I really like it. Appreciate you watching. Hope you like and subscribe.